Just like Tajay.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing this Milky White / Ombré set on my practice hand. So right here guys, I did not prep my practice hand, so I'm going to go ahead and get her prepped, and I'm going to come back with the steps. Alright, now that I got her prepped, I am going to go ahead and take my e-file with my 80 nail grit and just remove the shine like you would to a natural client. And we're going to do this to all 4 of her fingers that we're doing today.
Just like Tajay.
Alright, and once I've done that, I'm going to go in and remove the dust from her nails. Just like you would your client, I'm going to go in and glue on her tips. And this is the glue I use, the KDS. I purchased at my local nail supply store. So we're going to go in and size all her nails and get them glued on.
Just like Tajay.
Alright, now that I got her nail tips glued on, I'm going to go in with my scissors that I got from my local nail supply store and go in and cut down to the length that I want them to be at. As I stated in my last video, I do not use the regular nail tip cutter because it does not cut straight enough for me. So I go in with these scissors that I brought. Alright, so I'm going to shape her shape into a coffin shape. Guys, I am sorry for my hand bending away in a lot of these takes. I have to get the proper stand for my recording sessions, so it can be over me and not on the side of me.
Just like Tajay.
Alright, now that I finished shaping her nails to the coffin shape, I am going to go back in with my same e-file and just remove the shine and blend the tips in.
Just like Tajay.
Alright, y'all, so once I'm done with that, I did go in and remove the dust from my client's hand. And now, I usually don't do this on my practice hand, but I am showing you step by step. So I'm going in with my Bond Aid, which is a dehydrator by OPI. And I'm going to put it on her nails. You will put this on your client's natural nail. And then once you're done with that, you're going to go in with the primer. And I use Extra Bond by Mia Secret. And I'm going to also apply it to her natural nails. Now, you do not want to get this on your client's cuticle area, skin, period, because it will cause lifting. Alright, guys, so I do use Mia's Secret system. This is the bottle that the liquid came in, and I changed it over because I don't like spilling my products. So I just put it in a container, and it's just easier for me to pour into my little dapping dish. Alright, guys, I only poured a little bit since we're only doing 4 fingers. I do keep this dapping dish clean, just to prevent any germs. So I do change it after every client. I make sure I clean it out, clean my brush out and all that. This is the clear that I use by Mia Secret, and then this acrylic right here, I made this acrylic. I had some white pigment that I used, and I put some glitter and my clear powder by Mia Secret in a container, shook it up, and this is my first time using it. I want to test it out, so I was like, hey, why not record it as well? This is the brush I use. I use a number 8 for now. I did order another one, number 10, simply because I want to be able to pick up more acrylic at a time, especially when doing longer nails. So I just ordered a number 10. Something that's not too big, but manageable. Alright guys, so you also want to make sure you keep your brush clean during your application process, because you don't want it get anything stuck in your brush. It will cause your brush to stick up and harden, and it will make applications harder for you. So you want to make sure that you look at that finger that you're doing at every angle, so you'll know if you need more acrylic, where to add acrylic, if you don't, or whatever. And then you also want to make sure you keep your cuticle area clean, because it will cause lifting if you don't. So if it runs off into the cuticle area, wipe it. You want to make sure you keep that area clean at all times, your cuticle area and your sidewalls, because you don't want your client to come back a couple of days later and be like, my nail's lifting or it popped off, and it's because you left acrylic in the cuticle area.
Just like Tajay. Just like Tajay.
Alright guys, so in this one I did decide at the last minute that I was going to make it an ombre, because I did buy a cover nude from Mia's Secret and I wanted to see how it looked with this milky white that I had made. So that's why I didn't do the whole nail of acrylic on that finger.
Just like Tajay.
Alright, so this is the nude that I bought from me a secret. I wanted to try it out, see how it looked with this color that I made. And as you can see, I did run out of liquid, so I put a little bit more in there just to get me finished. So when you doing your ombre, you see where I stopped at with the Milky White. You want to put your nude or whatever color you're going to use right underneath that and blend that in. Some people start at the cuticle and then drag it down. This is just how I do it because I feel like it takes effect better to me. Now, I've seen people do it the other way and it looks the same way. Hey, that's on them. I like this way. But I do like how this nude turned out. I have a lot of nudes, but this one is probably like the prettiest one I have. I probably will add some glitter in a separate container with that color, just so whenever I do this set again, it could be glitter instead of a solid. And now I'm going to go in with my Mia Secret Clear and encapsulate the glitter Milky acrylic. I do this every now and then. I don't do it on every client. It just depends on how I feel. I thought when I went back over it with my e-file to shape it up, I thought it was gonna take the glitter out, but I did it on my hands and it didn't. So sometimes I do the encapsulation, sometimes I don't. It's going to be different in every video. A lot of people say you should. I really don't care. I put gel top coat over it, and I don't need to foul as much because I am very careful with my application and making sure that it's perfect. I don't want to say perfect because I'm not perfect, but making sure that I don't have any lumps and stuff in it. So when I go back in with my e-file, all I gotta do is just clean up around the cuticles and run it across the top of the nail just to smooth it out, to make sure there aren't any bumps or anything in there. Okay, so with the encapsulation, a lot of people usually just do it so when they do go back in and foul, it won't take that ombre effect off. Like you'll be able to see where my nude end, where my nude start and my white end. Now, like I said, sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I won't. It's usually a protector for me. So if I'm done with the whole set and then I go and see that, my ombre is not evened out good enough. So I'll go back in and do my clear. And then that way when I go back in and foul it, I won't be fouling off my ombre set. I'll be fouling down the clear. So that's what I usually use it for. Other than that, if I'm doing a color, I don't encapsulate it with clear, but that's just me. You can do the clear if you want to. Everybody has a preference. So now we're going to go back in with our foul, and I did tap it just to make sure the acrylic was done and nice and hard for me to foul. And I'm going to just refine my shape. And you want to make sure you hold your nail file at a straight. You want to make sure you hold it straight as you can. That way it will get those edges crisp and that shape just will look so perfect.
Just like Tajay.
Crank this mother. 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 Crank this mother.
Alright, so once I'm done with my hand file, I do take my e-file and put in my fine drill bit. I use a fine or extra fine when going around my client's cuticle. You do want to make sure you clean up your cuticle area very, 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 very good. Because like I said, you don't want any acrylic touching your client's cuticle or sidewalls because it will cause lifting. And then I'm just looking at the nail from all different angles to make sure that it's even. So when my client look at their nails, you know, face on, they're gonna be like, oh, well, there's a big lump in it, and can tell. So that's what I also use my e-file for at the end. But like I said, you definitely want to make sure you get around those cuticles and side walls to make sure there is no lifting whatsoever.
This mother. Crank 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 this mother.
Just like Tajay.
Crank this mother. 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 Crank this mother.
Okay, I did want to talk about why I go underneath the nail as well. At the tip of the nail, I go underneath. I do that just to make sure there's no dried up acrylic that might have got under there, because I have dreads. So, and it get when I leave mine, it get caught in my hair and it hurts. It pulls and nags and tugs. So I just go and smooth it, make sure there's nothing stuck under there that may cause any snagging on clothing or anything that, you know, my client might do in their everyday life.
Crank this mother. 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 Crank this mother.
Okay, so once I'm done with my e-file, I will go in with my buffer. I use the smooth side and just smooth out any ridges that the e-file may have left behind. Make sure that it's nice and smooth, and I also go underneath the nail to get anything that was missed under there as well.
Crank this mother. 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 Crank this mother.
All right, y'all, so I did go back in with my hand file because I seen some flaws with my shape. So I just went back in and kind of fixed them up a little bit. It wasn't nothing too major, but I just seen it and it bothers me. So I went back in and fixed it up a bit. Okay, and then I went in. This is alcohol in a spray bottle just to remove the dust from the nails. With the client, I will spray the alcohol on a paper towel and then wipe it off, because we're going to go in with gel polish. With gel polish, you don't want to use anything oily before the application, because it will cause the gel polish to not cure correctly. But this is the cuticle oil, and I just rubbed it on the nail. Alright guys, and there is the finishing look to the set. I do thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys.